Alright guys, what's going on? Today is an exciting day. The Camaro is back in the shop. I got it lifted up. And we're going to put on some side pipes on the car. And I didn't buy these. I didn't actually even pay for these. As you can see here, they actually come off of an old truck, a 50 GMC that my buddy Mike Privet, you can find him on Instagram with the neutral drop. So these pipes were actually stacks on his truck and he's not going with them, so he cut them off. And he asked me if I wanted them, and who doesn't want side pipes on a Camaro? So today we're going to be putting them on. You still don't have an engine in the car. We're kind of working on that. But I just want to get the pipes mocked up on it. I've kind of already got them where I want it. We're going to cut some pieces for it and just get them bolted onto the car. They'll be removable, and whenever I go to plumb the exhaust up, the pipes will already be in position so I can just out of the headers, and we'll be shooting 50-foot flames out of this thing because, I mean, look, it's got the Z28 stuff on it, so it's got to be fast. So I've already kind of mocked up where I want the pipe to be, and I took some measurements, and I've got some 1/8" steel here. This is, I think, the only thing I paid for out of this whole installation. And when I cut these to length, I've already measured what I'm going to do with them. So, without further ado, I'm going to get cutting into these, and then I'll bring the pipes up here, and you can see kind of how I'm positioning everything and welding it, and now I'm going to mount them onto the car. But yeah, that's what we're doing today, and it's going to be sweet. Alright, so I've got my pieces cut. What I'm going to do now is use a whole lot of science, and I'm going to eyeball kind of where I want my mounts to bolt up to the car, because I'm going to weld it to the side pipes and then bolt them to the bottom of the rocker. And by bolt, I mean probably self-tapping screws, because that's the easiest way. And this ain't no Cadillac, so who cares? So, right in there, and then we'll go right in there, and that'll be my 2 straps coming in. So, now we can take our beautiful side pipe, go ahead and bring it on up here. Oh yeah, it's nice. I mean, look at that bad boy. Alright, so now we're going to do some mocking up and some welding. But basically, here's my mark. Weld that there. Here's my other mark. Weld that there. I mean, that's... I'm going to drill some holes here on the other side to tap it into the body of the car. And then we're just going to slam it on there. I mean, you can see where someone's already done that in the past. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're kind of going to do the same thing. So let's get the welder set up and start tacking these bad boys in. Alright, so I've got the pieces in place. I've got these sweet little Harbor Freight magnets holding them on. They work great. And because I'm too lazy to go get the level I have in my truck, what I'm going to do is come down to this end and eyeball it, which I've already cheated and done it, but these line up really well. And go ahead and get the welder set up, and I can go ahead and start tacking these bad boys in. And that'll be a wrap. after that, I'll just Zeus them on up in there, and we'll be doing real good. So, yeah, get you some of these little magnets. I'm gonna be smart, and I'm not gonna weld without a shirt because I've done that, and you know, those little sparks will get you. So safety first. We have a nice shirt here. It's probably clean, and it is one of my favorite shirts. Got it from one of my buddies, Built to Beat, and that is what we are doing with the Camaro. He also has a Camaro, so if you feel like checking out his YouTube page, I won't hold it against you. So we get this shirt on, get the welder set up, and we'll go ahead and tack these on. Bit up. Alright. Turn my gas down. That's what we want. Move these magnets out of the way. Nice, nice. Sweet. That's on there. So, probably the most beautiful welds in the world, I'm sure. There it is. There's my brackets welded on. And then I can just screw these right onto the car. So, good shit. Alright, so we got that figured out. Take these bad boys. And these adjustable stools are great. for mocking things up. Just gonna slide right in there. Make it come down just a little bit. So, even though my stool is kind of hurting, it doesn't like to go down as much as it likes to go up. There we go. There you go. Kind of position it where you want it. Oh yeah. And you just get you some nice self-tapping screws and zip it in there. Here are the bad boys that I'm going to be using. They have a little washer there that's rubberized. So when you Zeus it on up in there, it just helps seal it a little bit better. Is it the right way to do it? Probably not. Is it going to get it done? Yes, it is. Alright guys, and there we go. We now have side pipes on the Camaro. Of course, I'm going to take them off again and do some other things. I'll probably paint these metal pieces so they don't rust, even though I don't know why I'm worried about it since they're rusted. But that's beside the point. We'll get this finished up and get everything nice and pretty and move on to the other side and do the same thing. But as of right now, the Camaro has side pipes, and that's awesome.